Let's talk about how this last week has been. I'm proud of myself. I have not done every single thing that was on that list of suggestions from Chad last week, but I'll tell you what I have done. I have walked every day except for Sunday and Monday. I was determined to not start on a Monday, so I officially started on Tuesday, and I've been walking every day, and it feels really good. So on Tuesday, I walked for an hour on my walking pad. Just an hour. That was not my intention when I started. I put something on TV and I just got to strolling. And I typically walk at 3.0 miles per hour. So on Wednesday, I was like, let me add my weighted vest today. And again, the commitment wasn't an hour, but I ended up walking for an hour. Now we fast forward to Thursday. Thursday, I didn't walk as early as I did on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I noticed that when I got closer to the 30-minute mark, I was kind of wheezing a bit. Same pace, 3.0 miles per hour, no weighted vest. So I listened to my body and I said, well, you know what? I guess I'm just doing 30 minutes today. Did my inhaler afterwards and felt fine. Today, which is Friday, I went upstairs earlier than I did yesterday and I walked for 45 minutes. And I told myself, that's okay. So something that I'm working on is not feeling this need to overdo it, to constantly be in this competition with myself. Like I've got to just get better and get better. Movement is just enough. I want this to be consistent. So for me to be successful, I am not going to give myself a time stipulation. I just have to walk every day. So whether it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, it's not important. It's the actual walking, at least for me at this point. I don't have any particular goals. I'm not walking to do something. I'm walking because I know it's a good form of movement and I actually enjoy it. So, not overcomplicating it. That's my mission for the next, well, it's my permanent mission, but I'm focused on it right now. As far as the strength training, didn't do any. Didn't do any. I've still been doing push ups and planks, but as far as getting the weights, I haven't done that. And I will. I'm just not there yet. My diet has been pretty good. Something that I'm considering doing is going back to where I am diligently tracking just to make sure one, I'm getting enough, two, I'm not doing too much. Because although I'm not hungry or constantly thinking about food, I say hungry. Although I don't have the desire to eat, I'm not thinking about food all the time. I can eat. And I do listen to my body. If I'm eating and I start to feel like, okay, I'm good, then I'm going to stop. I may set the bowl over to the side and eat the rest of it within 30 minutes or an hour. But making sure that I eat enough is important and I don't want to overdo it. Sometimes it's okay to lock in, to get some data, to know how to move. So I will probably start that within the next couple of days. I've been getting DEXA scans off and on since 2019. There was a time where I remembered gaining like a few pounds of muscle between one DEXA scan and another. So what I'm going to do today is go back and look at exactly when that was. And then I'll be able to go onto Instagram and see what workout I was doing. Like, what was I doing during that time? And that's another reason why data is so important. Even if you don't publicly share it, just having it. I'll know, okay, these are the types of things that I was eating. These are the quantities I was eating. This is the type of movement I was doing. I'll be able to get that picture and I'll share that with you more than likely on Monday during the live streams. I have not been weighing myself. The last time I weighed myself was the day that I had the DEXA scan done, and I was 135 pounds. I know that in this past week, it doesn't matter if I've lost weight. I know that I didn't lose a significant amount of fat. And I know that I probably haven't really gained or lost any muscle. So the number on the scale doesn't move me. I am moved by DEXA scans, though. That's why I'm making these changes, because it was headed in a direction that I don't want to go in. And just know that these these experiences are personal. They're like fingerprints. They're all different. So my goals are going to be different than yours, and yours are going to be different than other people's. And it's okay. What we can share is, how do we get through these rough parts, right? I felt like for a while I was just in this place where I don't know, I wasn't excited, I wasn't motivated. And that's why discipline is important. It's important. Consistency is important. And whatever it is, whatever you're doing, just be consistent with it and be realistic. We're humans. We have a microwave society, but things don't work that way. It takes time and it takes consistency. So, those are things that we all know, right? We know not to compare ourselves, not in a way that's detrimental. So you can compare things. Maybe one person does things this way, another person does it that way, and figure out what works for you. You can compare in that sense. But if it's like, well, this person did this, when I did, this is not my experience. I must be doing something wrong. That's where comparison is bad. So hopefully that clears it up for anyone that is confused about what I mean by comparison. So, my goal for this next week, so until next Friday, I want to continue with the walking as I have been. And again, no time stipulations. I am going to be experimenting with some new recipes and I'm going to be tracking. Okay. I will have, like I said earlier, I'm going to look it up and see what program I was doing at that time because it was a time where I was working out from home. So I will figure out which one that was, and that'll probably be the one that I'll be doing. And a lot of times those programs were either 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I'm retired, so I'm home and I'm not a busybody, right? So someone who like Mel, who's always moving and has to be doing something, that's not me. I could totally sit down and read or watch TV or do something like that all day if I don't have things with my kids to make me move out of the house. So it's very easy to sit around and do nothing. To move and choose that and to also make it to where it's not this daunting task like, "Oh my god, I've gotta go upstairs and walk for an hour," or "I've gotta" it's not that. I get to do that. I get to go upstairs, get on the walking pad, and do some movement, and I get to watch whatever. So the same thing that I'd be doing down here, I'm doing it upstairs, but I'm combining it with something else. I'm already gonna watch whatever shows I'm gonna watch or whatever YouTube videos or whatever. I'm already gonna do that. So pairing it with something, it makes it really easy. So that's how I'm tackling that. If you're new here, I have been on Zepbound for, I believe it's 90 weeks. So I've had 88 injections because there's 1 week that was skipped due to a colonoscopy and 1 week that I skipped because of when a prescription was put in. So out of the 90, almost 91 weeks, I have taken a shot every single week except for two. And I'm in maintenance. I've been in maintenance since July of 2024. The plan is to just continue with what's been working in regards to taking my shot once a week. I started off, it was on Wednesdays, then it was shot Saturdays, and then finally landed at Sundays. So every Sunday, I just take the injection and that's it. Still to this day, I have not had any side effects, thankfully. I know that things at the drop of a dime can change, but I'm thankful that that's been my experience. I thought I was solid with the movement, and here we are. But this is just the real part of it, right? Sometimes we're going to be on, and there are going to be times where we're off. And that's what the community is about, letting us know you don't have to do this alone. So if you feel like you're struggling and you're the only one experiencing certain things, I want you to know you're not alone. And a good way to figure that out, come to the live streams on Mondays. I've seen people have breakthroughs, and it means something when you feel like you're the only one struggling with something and you really feel that. And then you see where other people have felt that and this is what they did. Maybe the way that they got out of feeling that, maybe that's not going to be what you use, but just to know you're not alone. Other people feel this too. And I have to just continue to remember that. The whole reason I am here, the whole reason I started making these videos is so that other people would feel less alone. We talk about some of the common things and there's no judgment. Everybody's not ready to make lifestyle changes. So you just have to meet yourself where you're at. Maybe walking once a week is a big deal for you because you haven't done anything. That's okay. That's okay. That's not, well, do this and then do that. Don't even think like that. What can I do right now? What's going to help me right now? What's reasonable for me right now? That's what I want you to ask yourself when you're thinking about these things that you want to do. If you've noticed that you're eating something and, like, let's say you eat greasy food and your stomach is upset, instead of trying to figure out how to eat the food without that, just eliminate it for now. We want to eat things that make us feel good. Okay. So this was not meant to be a video about any of that. I just wanted to give you the update. I'm still putting everything on Instagram. So if you're interested in how I eat, those meals are posted there. Nothing glamorous, but it works for me. That is really all that I have for you today. This was not supposed to be long and drawn out. Things are going well. I have some goals and, you'll continue to see me work through them. So remember, live stream Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you there. Until then, remember, we can share our journeys, but we should never compare them. Bye.